Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are in the best of your health. Children, yesterday we did the formation of negative sentences. That is, how to form negative sentences from the positive ones or the affirmative ones, you can say. In today's session, in today's class, we will be learning how to form interrogative sentences. That is, the formation of interrogative sentences. It's really simple. Now, once again, if I ask you, what is an affirmative sentence? What will you tell me? Exactly. The sentences that state or express something are termed as assertive sentences, isn't it? The sentences that ask us something, such sentences are called as interrogative sentences, isn't it? And we always place an interrogative mark, a question mark at the end of the question sentence, isn't it? That is your interrogative sentence. Remember this always. Now, there are 2-3 rules involved in it. Kindly listen to them properly. When I talk about simple present and simple past tense, how will you be forming the interrogative sentence? In simple present, we add do or does plus the subject plus the base form of the verb. When I talk about singular subject, I'll use does. But when I talk about plural subject, I'll use do. For example, let me speak out affirmative sentences and then I'll tell you how to form interrogative sentence. First one, the moon shines at night. This is an affirmative sentence. How will we form interrogative from this sentence? Now, the moon is singular subject, isn't it? So what will I use with it? Does. Does the moon shine at night? I told you we will be using do or does plus subject plus base form of the verb. So what is the base form of the verb? Shine. So what will be my sentence? Does the moon shine at night? Now when I talk about plural subject, for example, all kinds of people live in Delhi. How will I form it into interrogative? I will use do, isn't it? Do all kinds of people live in Delhi? Isn't it? Now, when I talk about simple past, always remember along we'll use did plus subject plus the base form of the verb or the root form of the verb. For example, the girl laughed. How will I form the interrogative? Did the girl laugh? Here in the affirmative sentence, laugh is written in its second form, that is the past form. Laugh, laughed, isn't it? So, when I will frame interrogative sentence, I will use the base form of the verb. So, the base form is, or you can say the root form is laugh. So, did the girl laugh? Let me state one more example. The driver stopped the bus. How will I frame the interrogative? Did the driver stop the bus? Very good. Stop is the base form, the root form. And why did I use did the driver? Because my affirmative sentence is in simple past. The driver stopped the bus. So, my interrogative will be, did the driver stop the bus? Is this much clear, students? Now, coming up next is how to form interrogative sentence in present continuous and past continuous tense. Now, when I talk about present continuous, you all know that we use helping verbs is, are, am, isn't it? Plus, when we'll frame interrogative sentence, we'll add subject to it, then the verb followed with ing form. And same goes with past continuous. We use was or were according to the subject, then plus subject and the verb followed with ing form. For example, He is writing a letter. This sentence of mine, this affirmative sentence, is in present continuous tense. How will I frame the interrogative out of it? I will write my helping verb is at the first place, then my subject he, and then my main verb with ing form, isn't it? Is he writing a letter? My next sentence. I am doing my work. Again, this sentence is in present continuous form. So, how will I write it as interrogative? Am I doing my work? I hope you all have understood well. Now, third sentence. They are going abroad. My subject is plural, that is they. So I have used helping verb are. How will I form interrogative? I will keep my helping verb at the first place, followed with the subject plus the ing form of the verb. That is, are they going abroad? Now, next. This sentence of mine is in past continuous. He was making a noise. So, my helping verb was comes at the first place, followed with my subject he plus making a noise. Was he making a noise? Next. They were bathing in the river. Were will come at the first place and my sentence will be, were they bathing in the river? Is this understood? The general rule for making interrogative sentences, or you can say questions, is the helping verb comes before the subject and the main verb comes after the subject. For example, once again I am telling, the train is arriving at the station. The train is the subject, isn't it? Is the helping verb and arriving is my main verb. So how will I frame the interrogative? Is the train arriving at the station? Followed with a question mark. Is my helping verb. It came at the first place. Then the subject and then the main verb arriving at the station. Got it, students? We also use the question words like what, where, when, why, which, who, whom, whose, and how in the interrogative sentences to ask for the information. And in this, question words are placed in the beginning of the sentences. For example, where are you going? What is your name? When did you come? Whom are you talking to? Whose pen is it? Getting it? Okay. It's easy, isn't it? It's just that your presence of mind is required. That's it. I'll be uploading the work. I'll be uploading the homework in portal. Kindly do the exercises so that you are thorough with the related concepts. Okay? That's all for today's class. Have a good day. Bye.